How are you all doing?
Lovely.
It's raining in Vancouver.
Oh.
Surprise. Everyone's taking pictures of me. I'm going to take pictures of you. So, have you seen the Snapchat filter?
Yeah, woo!
Hold on, I'm taking a picture of myself. Good morning.
Good morning.
I said it 3 times because I'm still waking up. Welcome to Vancouver. Who's from Vancouver? So all of you traveled to meet us?
Yeah.
Woo! Thank you. Where's everyone from? The States? Overseas? Victoria.
Yeah.
Texas? Ireland? Wales. Wow. That's impressive. Brazil. I hope to return.
We also do.
I will one day. So welcome. Have you been here all weekend?
Yes.
And who participated in karaoke?
Woo!
Nice. I heard they were amazing.
Yeah.
Nice. And who traveled to Burnaby and visited our sets? All of you.
Yep.
And which was your favorite set?
The mayor's office.
I mean, it's pretty awesome, isn't it? It's sexy. Did you see my heart box?
Yeah.
Did you check to see if there was a heart in there?
Yeah.
There was. Did anyone leave a note for me? Oh, thanks. That would have been a nice surprise. So, what do you want to talk about? Me? I'm actually wearing Eva Longoria's line.
Oh.
I'm big on supporting my friends, and she designed this dress, and so I'm wearing it today in her honor.
Oh.
So, yeah. Let's see, what else? I want questions, because otherwise it's like, yes. Oh wait, I'm just pointing to whomever. You!
Hi Lana, it's so nice to meet you again.
Hello, Miss Evil Queen.
So I'm from Bolivia, by the way.
Hello.
And well, my question was from all the locations you filmed in Vancouver, which one is your favorite to do? Like outside location, not the set.
Well, it depends. Depends on if it's raining or not. If it's raining, I like to be on stage because we spend a lot of time in the rain. And I'm Puerto Rican, so I turn into a Chia pet. My hair just this is straight. Okay, this is a blowout that I do. But I really love the GVRD, which is up in the middle of nowhere. It's, I think, you can help me with this, North Van?
Yeah.
Lynn Canyon, North Van, but it's even further up, and there's no reception. I think that's where Vancouver gets its water, actually.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people can't travel up there. It's so beautiful. It's stunning, and there's no reception. So no one can call you. It's kind of like a day off, but not really. It's really beautiful. So if you have an opportunity to go to North Van, go to the valley and see how gorgeous, beautiful BC is, please do. Don't just see us. Enjoy Vancouver, even in the rain. It's stunning.
Thank you. You look so beautiful today.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Jack?
How are you?
Okay, how are you? Oh, sorry. Oh, hi. There's one. Oh, hey. Oh, look at you.
Oh.
You're beautiful.
She has her question written down.
What's your name? Lorelai. And you? Is that your sister? What's your name? Caitlin. You both look very beautiful. You look really evil. What's your question?
What's your favorite scene or episode to film?
My favorite scene and episode, that's really tough. I have a lot of favorites, but I would say tonight is a really special episode. And one of my favorite scenes happens tonight between the evil queen and Regina. And it's a really, I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not. But it's a really beautiful scene. It's scary, and they have this big showdown, and they fight each other with swords, and you don't know who's going to win, and something really cool happens. So you'll see it tonight, or you'll see it tomorrow. So you're here tonight. And my favorite episode, I would say the pilot's my favorite episode, and I think because it was the first time we were all in this world together, and we were, exploring these characters together for the first time, and there's something really unique about that. There's something really special. There's a magic that is present in pilot episodes, and that would be my favorite. How about you? Do you have a question? Okay.
Besides Lola, do you have any other pet?
Besides Lola? I should have brought Lola, huh? Nice. I do have a pet, and a lot of people question why I don't take as many pictures of Lenny. Lenny is my cat. I had him for 14 years until I learned that Fred was very allergic, and I had to find Lenny a new home. And so that was really hard for me. And so Lenny lives with one of my best friends.
There you go.
And I see him all the time. And I was just with him the other day, so I'll show you a picture that I was going to post last night at 1 in the morning because I couldn't sleep. So I was excited to see all of you. But this was the image I was going to post. That's Lenny. He's cute, right? He's loud. That's Lenny. Whereas I only took like 100. Because I miss him. So I have 2 pets. Or 1 step back, or whatever. Yeah, I have 2. How about you? How many pets do you have?
3.
You do? Do you have a dog, cat, and a
I
rabbit?
have 2 cats and 1 fish.
No.
Oh. I used to have a ferret
Oh.
when I was younger. I had a ferret, and I used to have tarantulas too.
Oh. Nice.
My mom thought I was nuts. Because I like to hold them. Exactly.
No.
Spiders. Nice to meet you both.
No.
Hi.
I can't follow that.
I know, it's just, I could be there all day. Sorry.
I was wondering, I have Jared's shirt on.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if this was your feather.
It is not, although I thought it was at first, but I think it's a quill.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, because
that's
there's a pen, like a
I
very...
did not notice that.
It's okay, it took me a second too. I actually have one of them, but no, it's not. But you can pretend it is.
I will.
Yes.
Hi,
Hi.
my question is, you have many charities you support and you have a huge heart. So my question is, once you've completed this amazing chapter of your life, acting, could you see yourself dedicating more of your time to the charities you support, or maybe starting an organization that supports your causes and charities?
Yes, absolutely. I hope the chapter of acting never ends in my life. I feel like it's been a dream since I was probably in my mother's womb. But yes, I think once I have more time to focus on building an organization, I would love to. I actually was building one way back when was the tsunami? Back in 2005, I think. I was in Sri Lanka, and I was there for about a month and a half, and I was working with 800 children at different refugee camps, and really kind of helping them with expressing their sort of traumatic experiences through art. It's very healing. And so I really loved that program. I was working with a woman at the time, and we just couldn't. Building a nonprofit was so, it was beyond what I understood it to be at the time. I think now I have a lot more help and resources. I could probably do it more effectively now than I could have then. And that is the plan at some point. I would love that, yeah. You're welcome.
What was your favorite scene that you had to film?
I'm sorry, that I had to film?
Yeah.
One of them is tonight. and I would say one of my favorite scenes was with Mr. Gold.
Oh.
And it was season 1, and he's behind bars.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "What's your name?" And he said, Mr. Gold, and I'm sure you guys can quote this, but I have a lot of lines in my head. But that was one of my favorite scenes. Because it was in that moment that we learned that he was always awake. And that was just like, as a fan of Once Upon a Time, it was a really cool moment. Cool. Are you dressed as, who are you dressed as?
Mr. Gold?
I thought so. I can see that. You look awesome. You're welcome. Hi.
Hi, I'm a huge fan. My question is, you wear a lot of amazing costumes on set and like filming, especially as the Evil Queen. I was wondering which costume was your favorite to wear, just the way it looked.
The most comfortable. You know, I really love, and a lot of people, I see a lot of cosplay Evil Queens, and the one I see the most is the red velvet. And I love that because it's really sexy and comfortable. But one of my favorite ones is the black rubber, really sweaty one. Really, and I don't like it because it's sweaty, or it makes me sweat rather. I like it because it's really unique. And then ABC said it's too revealing, and so I was never able to wear it again. But I think it was season 3, episode 2. I don't know why people give you Larry, like you have all the answers. I'm like, Larry, right, or Jen?
302.
302.
Yeah.
Episode 302. It's this black, it was literally rubber. It had this long,
Yeah, the mesh.
yeah, the mesh that came down to here, and it was quite sheer.
Yeah.
And I thought my boots looked great, so I was really proud about that.
And the 80s
I had,
shoulders.
had all these jewels, and it was just really sexy.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I thought, I could wear that out somewhere on a Saturday night with my friends. So that's like one of my favorite costumes. And then there's one coming up that's really fun and comfortable. You know, we just did a musical episode. And I like that costume too. It was really fun to move in because I dance a lot in it. And yeah, I get like down and raw. I mean, I just want, I'm like, why isn't every episode a musical episode? So it's, that's a cool costume too, which you'll see soon.
Cool.
Thank you.
How did you prepare for the torture scene at the end of season 2, considering you weren't able to be as physical as you usually are in scenes, since Regina was strapped to the table?
You know, I did some research on what it's like to be tasered. I learned a little bit about that when I did 24. I had to really understand what that felt like, because thankfully I've never been tasered. There's no wood, oh, there's wood. So, I'm superstitious. I'm Latina, superstitious. I kind of learned a little bit about that and just like, you know, feeling confined. That's kind of a really scary feeling, like when you can't move and just keeping the subtle like twitches and movements, or just keeping the movements and twitches sort of close to the body. You know, it changes. Are you an actress?
God, no.
Okay. It depends on like, you know, I'll give you a little lesson. When the camera's far away, you kind of can afford to make your movements a little bit bigger and more exaggerated. And as it gets closer, you have to kind of make them a little more subtle. And that's because from a distance, it's like theater, you're more exaggerated and you can see these big gestures and movements. But on film, it's so up close and personal that you want it to be a little more subtle and not as big. So I played with that and yeah, that was it. And made sure that they weren't shooting up my nose like they do sometimes. Which isn't the prettiest angle. Thanks. You're welcome.
Morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so my question starts with, I know in an interview before, in season 1, on the part where Emma asked, do you love Henry? They told you to play it either way. And so related to Rumpel and Robert, I kind of always thought he might secretly be your dad. So for a long time, was there this, you know, kind of played either way? Because I never saw any chemistry till you guys were like, here's chemistry.
Yeah.
I feel like people were really like grossed out. Yes?
Yeah.
I think, first of all, Bobby and I are good friends. And so we're kind of similar in some ways and kind of not in many other ways, but we hit it off really well as good friends. And so we work together extremely well. I love working with him. It's fun. We never know where a scene's gonna go, and it kind of goes off in so many different directions, and it's just great. He's phenomenal. And so I think that chemistry is what people really saw, or they did see something, because people say, oh, I love the scenes with the Evil Queen in gold, or Regina in gold, or Evil Queen's Rumble. So I think what our chemistry really was our acting chemistry that we shared. We're just really like good partners in crime, I guess you would say. And so I always thought, and Bobby did too, that maybe Rumpel was her dad, and we played with that idea. And there's a couple of scenes that we've shared together where that is present, where we both think that. We've talked about it. And then there are some moments where it's like, no, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. And that's there. And I think the fun thing with Bobby is that it can go anywhere, you know, and especially with these two characters, and you can go, they can go anywhere. You know, they are family in a weird way, because he's really the one character that's known her the longest. She's his apprentice, he's her master teacher. They are, you know, rivals, they want to kill each other, they want to work together. I mean, they could really go in any direction, and then they ended up hooking up. Thank you.
Hi, Lana.
Hi.
Hi. I was going to say, I really didn't like Regina in the first season because she was so mean to Emma. But now I love it that you guys work together.
Great.
I was just wondering, what are some of your favorite scenes with you and Jen?
My favorite scene?
Yeah, what are some of your favorite scenes?
I would say like the scenes where they have the most honest conversations, where they are, you know, last season, sorry, it's all starting to, I watched some scenes here and there, and I'm like, I don't remember doing that, because so much We're almost at 133 episodes. But I would say the most heartfelt, honest scenes that they have between them, you know, where two women are learning from one another and helping each other. I think that's a really powerful message to put out in the world.
I agree, yes.
So those are my favorite ones.
Great, thanks.
You're welcome.
Hi, Lana.
Hello.
So aside Regina, I really love your previous work as well, especially Teresa. I don't know if I made that obvious.
Thank you.
So I was wondering where you think some of them are now. So, like, obviously Teresa for me, but Gina, Eva, Nina, the whole lot. Where do you think they
Like
are?
all the characters?
Yeah, like, it's been like a couple of years.
I would think Trina from Swingtown is still swinging. I mean, we gotta keep her in that world because she's having a lot of fun. I would think Nina is probably going through quite a bit. I mean, if we fast forward and as time never did lapse, I would think that she is still trying to figure out her life. She seemed quite torn. That's from a show called Windfall. And I played a character who was in this love triangle, and she was an adulteress, but somehow people still had compassion for her. But I think because she, within herself, was also struggling and having difficulty with her decisions and what she was doing. So I would think she's probably in therapy. And I would think Dr. Zambrano is saving lives and maybe finding love and maybe opening her heart to meeting someone. Who else have I played? From Boomtown?
Yeah.
I think she just became a badass cop. And I think she's, you know, a truth teller, and she kind of lives by the book, but she's someone you can count on. And again, she has a big heart. So, is there anyone else? I can't remember who else I played.
Angie and her Mistake-er? I don't know.
Oh God, I don't know where she is. She's in Paris.
Woo!
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Lana. So I love Barbara Hershey, and I love your relationship with her on the show. What was one of your favorite things to film with Barbara?
Oh gosh. I love the young Regina moments with her. Probably because I don't get to play a lot of young Regina moments, but that's when she was like her most evil, and she was also sort of turning Regina at that point. And I think that's kind of an interesting time in Regina's life when she was not really knowing who to trust, kind of really, you know, hating her mother but loving her mother, and being manipulated by her mom unconsciously. And I think that's just an interesting time because we don't see it a lot. And I love working with Barbara. I love hearing her stories. She has so many, and she's phenomenal.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, and one of my favorite moments actually was by the bridge when Selena and Regina and her mom, their mom, they all come together. That was a really beautiful moment to see Cora kind of wake up and take ownership of everything in her life and make amends is powerful. Yeah. Hi.
Hi. I was wondering what it's been like having on the show Robin go from being a love interest to this completely different character.
Sucks. She was pissed off. She's not going to give up. Now that the evil queen has her claws on him. I think it's like, okay. All right. I mean, it's fun. It's fun. I think that Robin of Locksley is a different guy. I mean, he's like the same guy, but not. So it's a little confusing for Regina. But I think the bigger lesson for Regina is that she needs to learn to move on and stop holding on to the past and just let go and, you know, look ahead.
She needs her happy ending.
She does. She does.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello. Hi.
You said in an interview before that you wished Regina was more of a fisticuffs kind of person than a magic kind of person. And it seems, at least recently, like she's been using more physicality lately than usual. So did you have a hand in that, and how has that been with the sword fighting and all that jazz?
I had nothing to do with it. I think that the writers just wanted to go in that direction, and it's been fun because I grew up very athletic, and I like moving my body, although I like to see Regina dance more, which was in the musical episode, but that's been my favorite part of, like, moving the body as far as, you know, these characters go, like, just being able to express through dance has been a lot of fun for me, especially because I danced for a long time, so it's like, I got to do that again, which is fun. The sword fighting is new. I love martial arts. I tried it for a bit, and I kind of dabbled in a lot of things. I have a lot of interests, but I had nothing to do with the writing. I just think that's kind of what they presented. Yeah, and it's been cool.
It's been awesome to watch.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi.
Hi. I was wondering, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like playing the evil queen?
Oh my God, I love it this much. About that much. I really do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Lana. So I was just wondering, how hard is it for you to play two different characters in the same scene? And is it easy for you to switch between the two roles?
It was quite challenging to play both characters in the same scene, and I think a lot of it was because it's not Orphan Black, where, you know, that was the show, and so we were kind of learning as we went along, and it was a bit of a learning curve. It took us some time to kind of figure out, okay, how are we doing this, and how do we go about doing this? And it was fun, it was challenging, it was frustrating in moments. There was a lot of preparation. This season has consumed a lot of my time. I found like every weekend I really had to kind of break everything down, and I had to prepare both sides. Then I had to coach and train the double who was playing either Regina or the Evil Queen, and I had to know what I was going to do in advance, and then coach them and work with them. And then on the day, I would have to rehearse both sides, so I knew exactly what, you know, I wanted to do on the other side, and it was, it was a lot. It was awesome. Like, I'm so grateful that they gave me the opportunity to play both characters in the same scene, and I had a lot of fun doing it. And you'll see a lot of it tonight. Tonight is a big Regina versus Evil Queen episode. And I'm really proud of what we did in this episode. I can't wait to see it. I have the link on my phone, and I'm like, I want to watch it, but I'm really excited to see it. I think I'm really proud of what we did, and it was a lot of fun.
Thank you, I can't wait to watch. I love your scenes.
Thanks. Did you guys like that? I mean, it was kind of crazy, but did you like to see the two? Good. Nice to hear. Thank you.
So good.
Hi.
So I love. Sorry. Oh, are you done?
No, you're not.
Nope.
No, go for it.
So I love the interaction between you and the way you play off with Gigi, with Ginny. And I want to know, do you guys love when you're having your close moments the most, or when you're like at each other's throats?
When we're having the close moments the most.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love it. Is there any way we can get those two last questions in, or one last question?
Go for it.
Okay, great.
Okay, so going back to Regina and the Evil Queen sort of being two sides of the same coin, could you ever have predicted that they would have split into two separate characters?
Never. I know that a lot of people were missing the Evil Queen, as was I, and we were trying to figure out how to bring her back. And I came up with like all these ideas and presented them, and they're like, "Yeah, we have a better one." And I was like, "If you do, that's genius." So they came up with this brilliant Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde serum, and who would have thought of that? I mean, they're amazing writers, really creative. Yeah.
What's your favorite scene to film with Jared?
Any scene.
Oh,
No. I really love that kid.
Yeah.
I've seen him grow up. He's like my little boy.
Aww.
Yeah. I want to teach him how to drive. he keeps canceling our dates. Jared, just drive into the parking lot. I want to teach him how to drive. Anyway, I love Jared. He's very special to me. Yeah. Thank you.